D-Clinic has built a dedicated private healthcare blockchain we call PHB. This D-Clinic video highlights healthcare use cases for our PHB. If you need to get a general understanding of blockchain, its applications, and various types, then please have a look at this great video. Healthcare needs blockchain. It's as simple as that. Why do we say this? The statistics are very clear. Governments will go bankrupt if they keep spending on healthcare at their respective current budgetary spend. This rate of current spending is just not sustainable, and no government will disagree with this fact. Governments and organizations continue to use the same time-worn approach towards healthcare data and systems, which typically create unusable healthcare silos. Healthcare silos eventually spell doom for the healthcare industry. Governments and organizations build in isolation of each other, and because of regulatory and consent concerns, they will always do this. There is new clear evidence the adoption of the blockchain technology could potentially save the healthcare industry up to $100 to $150 billion per year by 2025. Some of the huge healthcare ICT and IT costs related to data breach related costs, IT costs due to siloed systems, operations and support costs, labor-intensive personnel costs, fraud and counterfeit product costs. D-Clinic is the first dedicated healthcare blockchain company that integrates healthcare systems and healthcare assets with a revolutionary private healthcare blockchain, PHB, for secure transparency of healthcare data, helping deliver healthcare, wellness, well-being, and vitality to consumers. PHB truly promotes evidence-based positive healthcare outcomes, saving consumers, governments, and organizations time and money. PHB is beneficial and essential for all healthcare-associated organizations. PHB is the middleware you want and need. Let's look at some healthcare use cases to demonstrate the value of blockchain and specifically PHB. Here are some use cases for the pharma and drugs industry. PHB, AI, and big data analytics can deliver efficiency and accurate results. PHB breaks down the silos that cripple pharma and drug companies. What about inaccurate data, lost or hard to get data, many data sources, time-consuming aggregation of data, slow data analytics? Need quick and constant insights? Blockchain, and in particular PHB, will deliver. PHB technology is an excellent solution for enhancing data provenance, integrity, functionality, and security of the supply chain. Add Internet of Healthy Things (IoT) capabilities for PHB and close the loop for all facets of the drug and pharma supply chain. PHB is DCCSA, Drug Supply Chain Security Act, compliant. PHB can help pharma create auditable, unalterable, and distributed databases for storing and accessing drug trial data that is compliant with HITRUST, ISO, HIPAA, confidentiality, consent, and other ethical and regulatory requirements. PHB can be implemented to keep track of clinical trials financials, as well as make bookkeeping efficient, accurate, and easy. PHB helps control your accounting costs during clinical studies and trials. PHB helps find the right people and cohorts for your clinical trials. PHB helps finding, qualifying, and onboarding the right candidates. Here are some use cases for healthcare organizations and providers. PHB improves interoperability, security, shareability, compliance, management, and accessibility of patient data while staying within the boundaries of regulatory, confidentiality, and consent. With so many geographical and regulatory, how can we stay true to patient consent and regulatory requirements? PHB uniquely leverages its standards based on clinical framework and modeling backbone to deliver the flexibility to obtain consent with regulatory context for all patients. PHB allows organizations and providers to reliably and securely obtain patient information prior to visits. Furthermore, patients are actually longtime consumers of healthcare services and products, in fact, for their entire lifetime. Consumers are sometimes patients, only moments in time. PHB enables consumer and not just patient data for a completer and more comprehensive patient healthcare record. Make proper decisions knowing the consumer and not just the patient. PHB allows for smart contracts to be implemented between patients and their care team providers. These smart contracts can be B2B or B2C. For B2B, process, receive claims, and send payments. For B2C, create care plans that can be followed, audited, and reward your patients. Using PHB, verify your care team members, care plans, and providers. Get the right and verifiable care team members to work with you and advance your healthcare. PHB helps drive positive healthcare outcomes. Reliably exchange data between people and devices using PHB. Integrate consumer devices and capture consumer and care team member feedback. Create holistic care plans. Here are some use cases for healthcare payers. PHB allows for systems interoperability and reliable, trusted healthcare payments. PHB also allows for smart contract and accumulated payments as part of loyalty and rewards programs. PHB can be used for faster processing of claims and managing revenue cycles. Quickly and reliably track every stage of the revenue lifecycle, from patient registration, care plan adherence, including coding, claims, billing, and collection. PHB tracks and reports all medicine plan adherence. It can also be used to send alerts and promote alternatives where appropriate. And for consumers and providers, here are some useful use cases. PHB can be used to manage their individual consumers' health records with confidence. Consumers can share data securely and with consent. They can gain access and manage their own data and even profit from their healthcare data. Even friends and family who are caregivers can also assist in their healthcare plans. This creates a full ecosystem that is much more relevant and beneficial than silos, which adds to all important use cases for governments to help them reduce their healthcare spend. Report consistently and reliably using PHB. Create local or global PHB ecosystems. Track expenditure and fund programs based on proper evidence. Encourage consumers and providers through loyalty programs. Tackle pandemics efficiently and in real time. So engage right away with D-Clinic to map out your use case. One workshop with our technology and clinical experts will clearly show you where you can save costs and time by deploying blockchain as part of your business roadmap. If you're in healthcare, you need PHB.